DSP suspension. I have actually upgraded the springs in there too. We took the stock springs that come with that kit and upgraded them to 650-pound springs on each side. Now in the middle, something that you guys cannot see, but I do have 529 gears on this truck. Initially, it was to push around the big old 35-inch by 12.5-inch wide tires, and it does great for that. However, gearing like that makes pulling around a camper like this super convenient. I'll give you guys some of my driving impressions with this thing on the truck in a future video, but so far I am super happy with how this thing drives. So then coming to the back, again, Fox 2.5 DSP suspension back here. These are actually made for a Toyota Tundra, so we flip the reservoir around and it gives me an extra inch of down travel. It's just beefier, kind of better suspension overall than just regular Tacoma suspension. We had more clearance. I have tested it now that I've built a new platform for the Kimbo, and I can actually in between the support legs as well. However, all of these accessories do not. So what I had to do, took me maybe like 10-15 minutes. I unbolted my spare tire, set it aside, as well as the mount behind there. I removed all of these accessories, max tracks, rotor packs, and the mount, and then I was able to easily back this thing into place. With the fitment of this, I did have to remove the crossbar that sits on the back of the bed here. That is something that, of course, I am going to have to install when I put the Diamondback cover back on here, but for now, that thing is removed, and that gives you just enough clearance to make this thing fit just so perfect.
What are you thinking?
I thought I was helping because you're always saying how you need money.
For gas! For the car! Don't yell at him.
Good morning, everybody. It's it's Thursday morning, and it actually stopped raining. I mean, I ain't complaining. It's been absolutely beautiful down here for weeks on end, and we get the occasional rainstorm. Oh my God, my beard. I don't know. Think I should cut this shit, trim it down? Leave something in the comments if you think I should shave it all off. But anyways, not to digress. Crazy night last night. It was you know, one of those rainy, stormy nights, and then in the middle of the night I had to go to the bathroom, so I got up and I went outside at like 4 in the morning. Just as soon as I got done pissing, I go back in the truck, and all of a sudden something starts circling my camper, and my lights are going off, and I'm trying to look outside to see what it is, and I can hear it. And I could barely see it because it was always just kind of staying in the area where the lights really couldn't show where it was. But it looked like a coyote. And come to find out that a hunter had lost his dog because he came back in the morning. The dog came back through again at like 8:30. And, you know, then the hunter came and got him. But it was crazy. I'm like outside, and as soon as you start coming back in the camper, you hear something circling. You're like, oh my God, what the hell's out there? A bear or something? But anyways, yeah, it's, you know, it's starting to warm up. It was a little chilly this morning, but starting to warm up. And, you know, I'm here on my second day up in this one campground, the West Tower. It's really not even a campground. It's just kind of like, you know, spots off the road. Very secluded in the woods up here. Not much as far as, you know, people. You see the hunters occasionally, excuse me, and stuff like that. But, yeah, you know, it's one of those, you know, one of those spots that's just so beautiful and quiet at night, and there's not a light around. I mean, it is, you can't see your hand in front of your face. It's so dark out up here. But yeah, just kind of taking a nice, easy morning, you know, fixing up a little breakfast here, you know, and having some coffee and just relaxing. Not much on the agenda today. I might go out and I've been finding these huge pine cones, so I might go out and collect some pine cones, you know, and bring them home, because we don't got pine cones like this. I mean, these things are monsters. But other than that, I think it's just going to chill out today and relax. And I've just been kind of I've been kind of in this weird mood where I'm almost 3 months on the road, and I've surpassed now where I was last year on the road, and I'm kind of in this I'm in this in-between stage where it's like I really want to stay out here, but I know I got responsibilities back home, and you know, I want to go back to home because I miss my cats and my house and my daughter and all that stuff. And I miss my job. I love my job. But there's just this pull. It's like a pull to go west. You know, I want to go out west. I want to see bigger and grander things. It seems like everything out west is much more grandeur. It's much bigger, and the mountains are bigger and everything, you know. But I don't know what it is. Insecurities, if you say insecurities or what, but I feel like crossing that big river, the Mississippi, is going to be a huge kind of now I'm in it, you know. But I've been on the road 3 months, and I love this lifestyle, and really, really fallen into it now where, you know, I'm eating healthy. I feel healthy. You know, I'm getting a lot of fresh air, and just everything is just really kind of going well. And maybe the insecurity is like, you know, I'm waiting for that, as they say, the other shoe to drop, you know. I mean, everything's going so well, and what's going to happen? I mean, I find myself when I go out for bike rides and stuff, or I go for hikes, I don't go far where I would normally go way out, but I feel like, you know, I mean, a friend of mine called it PTSD from my injuries in my legs, and I'm alone, and God, what would happen if I got stuck out here, you know? I mean, there's nobody, and there's barely any cell service. So there's just a lot to think about, and you know, I just figured I'd share it with you guys. And I don't do a lot of this FaceTime, as you will, in my videos. You know, I kind of, when I watch other people's YouTubes, I don't know, I click through it because, you know, there's nothing more unentertaining than just watching somebody talk on a camera. I like to see things. The reason I would follow a channel is I want to see where they're at. I want to see what they're seeing. I don't want to see them particularly, you know. I mean, it's great every now and then, but most of the time you watch some of these videos and people are just talking on the videos. It's like, ugh, you know, like click, you know. And I respect everybody's creativity and how they do their stuff. And the same with mine. You know, I'm sure a lot of people look at my videos and, you know, I mean, I don't have a big following, you know. I mean, I'm pretty new at this, and you know, I mean, but my followings have gone up. I'm 53 subscribers now, which is 10 more subscribers than I had a couple weeks ago, you know, and which I'm very thankful for. I mean, it's kind of funny that they keep growing, and I look at my videos, and, you know, I mean, I'll get, the average view times are like 100, you know, views, and it's probably friends and family, which is the whole reason I'm doing the videos, is so they can see. But then all of a sudden I got one video out there, one, that has gone over 3,000 views, and I'm just laughing at it, you know, like, wow, this thing is like 3,000 views. And then I look at other people's videos, and they'll get that in an hour, you know, and I don't understand it. But yeah, I don't know. It's a fun hobby to do, and I get tickled pink when I see another subscriber or another person that's watching what I do, you know. And I kind of do it just so, like, my daughter and friends and family can kind of follow along. I get a lot of my friends back home. They're like, oh, keep me posted on your adventures and stuff, you know. So, but yeah, I'm just you know, just kind of rambling on this morning. It's getting nice out. It was cold, so I've been in the camper for a while, but I'm gonna go outside, and I think I'm gonna set my solar panels up, and you know, the sun is really shining in this spot. It's a beautiful spot, you know, and I'm gonna get some solar done, and just I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna relax and not do much today. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update of where I was this morning and what's going on. I'm doing I'm doing this 3-day camp. I want to camp at a spot for 3 days, see what I can see in those 3 days, you know, and then move to the next camp spot, you know. And last year I spent the majority of my time in Ocala, and I did the beginning of this trip. I was down at the prairie, which is beautiful, don't get me wrong. But since hunting season is over, everything now is free, and you can disperse, you can go where you want. So I kind of left Ocala, and I came up to the Osceola National Forest, which they're all pretty much the same. They're all timberlands, you know, and it's, if you want to see stuff, you're really just going to see timberlands, you know, and you're going to have to find those little cool spots. Like I'm here, and there's a old fire tower here, which I'm not going up. It's like 200 feet. But, you know, I mean, you can find those random things. But I want to move around every 3 days, just kind of move around and Excuse me. And then, and then in March, on March 3rd, I got accepted to volunteer at an overland rally, which will be my first one. I want to see a lot more rigs like I got. They're going to have obstacle courses. They're going to have vendors. They're going to have a lot of stuff there. And I've always wanted to go to like Overland East and Overland West, the big ones. So this will be a smaller one. I think it's like its 4th or 5th year doing it down here in Florida. But, I'm going to volunteer for that, which will be super fun. Meet some people. That's the one thing about this trip I love is the people I meet. And and then I'm going to head home. I'm going to take a week ride home and go see a few things I didn't get to see on the way down because of the weather. And then get home and then just kind of get geared back into getting on the golf course and start working again, Really love that job, and I think I'll keep that seasonal job for a while, and it funds these adventures during the winter. But I hope everybody's well back home, and I know it's been shitty weather up there. I see the reports, I watch the local news, and it's just rain, and I hate to rub it in when it's really nice down here, but it is what it is. And I wish everybody well back home. I love everybody, and let's just see where this adventure keeps going. And until then, when you're out here in the woods, folks, leave nothing but footprints and memories, and keep that horizon on that dashboard, because you never know where it's going to take you. All right, peace.